Hey guys, OJ Albini here, bringing you guys our GDL Season 1, Week 6, I believe, battle versus Randy HLD and his Houston Team Rockets. Very, very excited to play him. Very cool dude in the very few interactions I've had with him. Very solid player. So definitely go check him out if you haven't done so already and you know who he is and you don't know who he is for some reason, but you know me. That would be pretty odd. But yeah, definitely go check him out and all that good stuff. If you want to know the team that we're bringing this week, I definitely suggest you watch the team builder that went up yesterday. We go very much so in depth on the sets we're bringing, but I can kind of give you a quick overview while we're waiting for Randy right here. We have an Araquanid that is actually stockpiled 3 attacks, which is a pretty fire win con in this game. He does not break it very well. He does really, really well once we get boosted up. Starting signal. Then we have a Choice Scarf Gengar with Dual Stabs, Focus Blast, and Trick. We have a Dragon Dance Haxorus. No, a Choice Banded Haxorus. My bad. Choice Banded. Awesome, now I can look at the thing. We have a, Leftovers Rotom, Double Dance, Lumberry, Kingler, and then we have, our main win con, which is going to be a Thunderwave, Air Slash, Morning Sun, Nasty Plot. No, Togekiss. Sorry, I was blanking on the moves there a little bit. He actually doesn't have a Flying Resist on his team, but looking at the 6 that he ended up bringing, he has the Dragapult, Obstagoon, Abomasnow, Throw, Gardevoir, and Salazzle. So, once we get rid of that Obstagoon, our, is looking insane. Our Gengar looks nuts this game. So, what do I expect him to lead that really threatens out our Araquanid? Because I feel like what he wants to do is to prevent webs from us. So, something I can honestly do is I feel like I can lead off with... Honestly, I kind of want to lead Araquanid. It does well against the Obstagoon. It does well against Dragapult. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We actually don't switch into Dragapult very well at all with this team that we built. We do have the Togekiss, but I want to save that if I can, if at all possible. And yeah. So we're going to lock in right here. What are my moves on Rotom again? I should probably look at that. Yeah, so we're T-Will will switch Leaf Storm Foul Play. And Foul Play is nice for the thingy. So if we go into our Araquanid, how much do we do to an Abomasnow if that's what he ends up wanting to lead off with? And we should outspeed minus speed Abomasnow, which is obviously nice. That's if he's mixed and he doesn't want to give up any bulk or anything like that. And yeah. So, hold on a second. I'm sorry. My Elgato wasn't working. So we're gonna jump back in here in a second. He leads off with the Salazzle. Okay. So I'm gonna click my move and then I'll put it back in. I am so sorry, guys. Wow. I think what I do is I click liquidation. Okay. So let's try that again. Okay. I'm so sorry. I have no idea why I was doing that. Big Tears is going to come out. What does that do exactly? Our Spadef is going to fall. Okay, so I'm just going to throw off liquidation. This should knock it out if it's not Sash. So it is going to be Sash. Very interesting. So our Spadef is very much so lowered. Very interesting set. So if he goes for the Fire Blast, I feel like an option we have is going into our Haxorus. Because I really do want to keep this thing pretty healthy here. So yeah, I think that's our play. I'm going to switch out because I want to keep this thing healthy if at all possible. Because I'm assuming he either goes for the Fire Blast or the Sludge Wave. I'm so sorry about those technical difficulties. It couldn't even just not have been technical difficulties for you guys at all, but we'll see. Sludge Wave is going to come out. Honestly, that's fine. Does so much. Wow. Okay. So I'm assuming you stay in here. And I'm going to click First Impression. And we should be able to pick up a kill with Haxorus here. Awesome. So Haxorus is going to take down the Salazzle. Down it goes. That's super, super nice for us. And he doesn't know that we're banded or anything, obviously. He could just, assume that we're just 4 attacks or we're just carrying the First Impression. Something like that. A very bold assumption to assume that we were, that item in particular. So down goes the Salazzle. That's really nice. We actually didn't switch into that. That actually makes our Togekiss endgame a lot nicer. Really great, actually. So now it's a matter of what he wants to go out into. So Tops. Goes on to Obstagoon. This is a problem. We don't really switch into this thing. I will be completely honest. I don't want to go Togekiss because I don't want my boots knocked off. And I just don't want to take the damage. So he could also be Scarf. The way he brought this in makes me think he could potentially be Scarf. So we're going to go Rotom because I feel it's pretty no drawback, honestly. Knockoff's going to come out. It's going to get rid of our lefties. And we see that he is not going to be Flame Orb. Okay, so I think we have a pretty free Volt Switch here. Not the biggest deal in the world, so we should be okay. Yeah, if he's Scarf, then that's honestly okay. It's just a matter of what we want to go out into here. As he's definitely thinking over his play. I think Volt Switch is pretty free, though. It's definitely our best play here, because even if he does end up staying in, which he doesn't, we would have just gotten a slow Volt Switch out. Obama Snow. Alrighty. So out it comes. We're going to be able to get a little bit of chip on this thing, which is obviously nice. Break a Sash if that ends up being what it is. So I want to count this damage too once we see it. So it's about 15-ish%. Looks to be like not super bulky. So something we can do is, I feel like we can just go Gengar. Can we go Gengar? I don't know if Gengar is the move, though, because it kind of just lets in whatever. If we go Haxorus, do we knock him out with the first impression? We do. So that might be the move, or we can go into our Araquanid. No, I'm going to go Araquanid, because it lets in the least amount of things on his team. Like, for sure it lets in the least amount of things on his team. But he's going to switch out. We're going to get our lefties back. And if we stockpile here, we are actually not 2-hit KO'd by Specs Dragapult. Which is nice because we can 2-hit KO it with Crunch. And this thing is looking really nice right here. So I think I'm going to stockpile. Yeah, I see that as pretty no drawback. Because we stockpile up and we should be able to live any 2 hits from this thing, even if he does elect to stay in. And we can get up to +1 here. +1/+1, basically. And we're looking okay. So Leaf Storm's going to come out. Ah, that actually might be able to KO us. No, it doesn't. Not even close. That was a chew. Okay. Stockpile. And this turn, we throw off the freest of Leech Lives. Like, the freest of Leech Lives. Yeah, because Leech Life into Crunch will knock out the Dragapult, I'm pretty sure, after hail damage, probably, especially. Leech Life into Liquidation. Leech Life does a ton of Gardevoir and gives us a bunch of health back. Yeah, so Leech Life is looking super, super clean here. And we get back most of our health. So he's going to switch out into the Dragapult. Drew is going to be Dragapult. Okay, I'll definitely take this, because again, we are totally facilitating our thing winning in the end game. It does not do as much as I wanted it to do, actually. Yikes. Okay. So he's going to be buffeted by Hail, and then we are as well. Fortunately, Hail isn't over yet. That would have been great if it was. So part of me wants to say I can just Crunch here. I don't want to let this thing set up if he is Dragon Dance, and I don't think I died any. Yeah, no, that is not happening, sir. So he is DD Dragapult. It's terrifying. Okay. Crunch is going to come out. It's definitely going to be a 2-hit KO, which is nice. His weakness policy. I think we might lose. Yeah, I think we lose. If +2 Dragapult can knock us out, then this game's over. Unless First Impression, he's in range of First Impression. Oh, man. That's a really cool set. So Dragon Darts is going to come out. That's really cool. Yeah, cool, man. Okay. Dragapult. So down we go. That was fire. Definitely less than ideal. So I think our only play here is to go into Hacksters and go for the first impression and hope that we can knock him out. Oh man, that was a really, really cool set on Randy's end. I think we might lose to that. Really, really clean set. We're going to go for the banded first impression though. If he's not very bulk invested, then we have a good shot at knocking him out here. If he is bulk invested, ugh. So first impression. Oh, damn. Oh! He clicked sucker. Dude. So we're going to sack our thing, and we're going to be in an okay spot, I think. Dude, that's amazing. Okay, so Dragon Darts, we're going to be in a pretty tough spot because of the fact that we have to lock into the first impression in this next turn. But, yeah, I think we at least saved the sweep. So it's taking a little bit to, load here. Is this my Switch again? Being weird? I apologize, guys. I don't know exactly what's happening with my Switch. Okay. Well, it's working now. Apologize. We're going to go Hacksters here. And we're going to click First Impression. So Hacksters is saving us right here. Oh my goodness, that was... Woo! Great set on Randy's end. That was terrifying. So the only real issue here is we're letting in his throw. Like, throw just comes in and it gets the Dynamax up. Which obviously is less than ideal. Yeah, that's actually awful. So, first impression is going to come out. We're going to knock out the Dragapult. Thank the Lord. Okay. So down it goes. But I'd be very surprised. He could go Gardevoir, which would be like, I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that, to be completely honest. Tops. This thing. So how are we looking with... Yeah, something I feel like I can do is I feel like I can just sack Gengar. Yeah, I think I go Gengar. I think I sack Gengar. This also obviously covers him going for a normal move instead of the knockoff. But it also just sacks it off and gives me a free switch into Togekiss, which is like best case scenario. So we're going to sack off our thing. I really thought he was going to go into the guy there. Double Edge. Dope. So I think I just off a free Sludge Wave, don't I? What's your Sludge Wave resist? I don't have one. Okay, cool. So yeah, Sludge Wave. I think that's definitely our play. We're going to be able to chunk anything. We're modest. So we should outspeed we should be 2-hit KOing everything on his team pretty much. So he's going to switch out. We know he's pretty much scarfed at this point. Randy's going to come out himself. Out comes the Gardevoir. We're going to be able to knock that thing out. Awesome. Hopefully he doesn't curse Padias, though, actually. So we're going to do a lot to that thing. He's going to be lefties. And I think one more time, we just throw a Sludge Wave. Awesome. Down it's going to go. And yeah, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. Togekiss in the endgame is looking phenomenal. And I think what we can do is we can just throw off Sludge Wave until we drop. So yeah, this thing's going to come out, and I do not want to let this thing go to town on me. I want to put it in range guaranteed with like an Air Slash or something like that. I know I'll be faster. And I don't think this thing gets access to max Airstream. Unless I'm crazy, I don't think it gets access to it. He could be like, I think it gets Earthquake, so he could be Earthquake to knock us out, which would definitely take us down and not be fun. But other than that, think we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right. And the Gardevoir being gone means that we can also play Dragon Claw freely now with our Haxorus, which is obviously super nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a Sludge Wave. He's actually not gonna Dynamax up yet. It's not a 2-hit KO. So bulk up. That's scary. Okay. So I'm expecting the oh, he's Flame Orb. Okay. So he's the gut set. If he doesn't Dynamax up this turn, he dies, which is like obviously great for us. And we're gonna be able to get off some chip regardless, and hopefully put him in range of Togekiss. Okay, I want to see Gengar versus Throw. Okay, bulk up. Let's off a Sludge Wave. Max Hailstorm. Is that gonna knock us out? Probably, because he's +1. And Guts boosted, yeah. Ouch. Okay. Okay, so if he's at level 50, we should knock him out with Air Slash. Provided that we hit our Air Slash, we should definitely knock him out. So I think that's what we go out into here. He's like not very bulk invested. Because Sludge Wave wouldn't have done that much. He might be like max HP. Into Togekiss. Okay. So yeah, I just thought of an Air Slash and I hopefully knock this thing out. And down it goes. There we go, Togekiss. Look at you go. Alright. Down goes the Throw, so Dynamax Captain being out of the way is obviously phenomenal for us. And we should be able to take on pretty much everything that's left in the back. Like, a Abomasnow can come out, but it's obviously not going to appreciate an Air Slash. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Kingler, what coverage do we have on Kingler? We're a knockoff Liquidation. Okay. Abomasnow? Okay. So, let's see exactly what he wants to go into. It's, I could see the Abomasnow coming out, but even if he is Adamant Ice Shard, he does not knock us... Oh, that's a... It's a Kingler. So, Goon's gonna come out. I think what I do here is I T-Wave it. Gong Shot. Oh, that might knock us out. It does not. Okay. Can we hit the T-Wave? We do hit the T-Wave. Very nice. And that should make it to where close combat cleans up from Haxorus regardless. Is why I made that play. So yeah, we're gonna Air Slash. Hopefully knock out this Obstagoon. I apologize for the technical difficulties here too, guys. That was definitely my bad. I do apologize for that. But we should be okay here for the remainder of the game. And then if I like go up to like 120 base power on these, I want to make sure I can knock him out with Dynamax Kingler if worse comes to worse. 120, 120. So Air Slash, we might even be able to win the game with Togekiss here, provided flinches and stuff. Okay, so Air Slash is going to come out and knock it out, and then if we flinch him here, then maybe Togekiss can just kind of put everything in range. I mean, if he's Ice Shard on the Abomasnow, obviously he knocks us out from this range, but I don't think there's any reason for me to try and play around and, like, roost and get out of range. So he is going to... Oh, is he faster? Or does he have some kind of priority move that I'm tripping on? Very interesting. So down goes the Obstagoon via the Togekiss. Shouts out to Togekiss. And yeah, Abomasnow's going to come out. It's going to reset the Hail, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. I think we should be okay. Yeah. I think we should be okay. Regardless, this is going to be like a 1-0 at the very worst. Because what I think I do after this is I go out into Haxorus and I click First Impression. Because if that doesn't kill, then I can go into King Learn, Dynamax up, and win from there. So as long as this thing isn't like, I don't know, like sub and I miss, if it's like sub Ice Shard and I miss this Air Slash, then things can be really dicey. So Blizzard, he's Scarfed. He's Scarfed, okay. So that means I most definitely go out into Haxorus from here, because that should definitely knock out this thing from this range. So I'm glad I saved this thing. Haxorus picking up 3 first impression kills. This is a mon I have absolutely loved using up to this point. I love Haxorus. Since the first time I got to bring Choice Band, and it saved me versus that Dragapult. Oh my lord. Okay, so let's make sure we do not misclick first impression. So first impression is going to come out, and it should knock this thing out. Down goes the Abomasnow, and we are going to be able to pick up our Week 6 win. GG's to Randy. Very, very good game. That was incredibly close. Probably my favorite game of the season, honestly. This was an absolute blast. Again, GG's to him. Definitely go check him out if you haven't done so already. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, guys, be sure to like it. If you're new, be sure to subscribe, all that good stuff, so you can catch our games as they go up every week. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here. Later.